Hi, Jeanette and Phil at Wend Your Way. That's a slick start. So we arrived at Kavala, if you remember, on the last episode, and this episode we finish that area off. Did anybody guess, or can anybody guess what Kavala has got that's quite famous that we go to see? I hope you'll be as impressed as we are anyway. We thought it was an amazing piece of engineering. After that we carry on east towards Turkey, and we go on a bit of an adventure over the mountains. I'm looking at him behind the camera. It sets my anxiety off a bit. 15
miles off-roading, is that what it was? It was good, it was a nice road. Nice dirt track, gravel road through forests and mountains.
Yeah, well, we'll see what you think. This poor van, I can't believe it's still in one piece. Now I know it's in one piece. It was amazing.
They won't see it though, because we didn't film it.
No, I know, I was too flipping annoyed.
And scared.
I was scared.
I'm petrified.
Well, everything was jumping off the shelves. Right, that's enough, come on. They want to watch. Go on. And cut. So we've come down through Kavala and then onto the harbour, past all the docks and the truck, down this little road, and then we kept going, and it was like, I'm thinking, oh, it's a dead end. Obviously Phil knows where he's going because he's looked on Google. So we went through here. There would be a little cafe there when it's summer. When we get around the corner, we find a little park up. That's going to be alright for the night, I think. Just going to go for a little walk up this fortified old part of the town. Look at this lovely wisteria. I thought I could smell something. This is just a labyrinth of little tiny streets, and people somehow managed to get the cars up these little... Wow, we found a way up. What a place. Just catching my breath. I'm trying to keep up with Phil. There's a way in here. Oh, it is open. Yeah. Okay. What a place. Sorry about the wind, but this is a heck of a place. Walk along the tops of the walls. Great place for making a film, I would have thought. So that's what we've come up for. This
that and the fact that St. Paul walks on this earth here in this town.
Paul stepped foot
in 50 AD.
50 AD.
50 AD.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
It is. And this is an aqueduct which would have carried water. I wonder if it still does.
I don't know.
Would it have had it on multiple levels?
No.
Just on that top bridge?
That level for it coming off from mountain.
Yeah, to get across this.
To get across that bit to get into here.
To get to the castle.
You'd probably get a well down there somewhere or something like that.
Well, unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh, you get a good view at where the garrison held out on that turret. Well spotted, well spotted. Orange tree. We've seen oranges and we've seen lemons up to now. I think I'd probably have a bike rather than a car. We're coming down to the level of the aqueduct now. Some of these buildings look older than others, don't they?
They do. Very modern and abandoned, and some look very old and abandoned.
But yeah, that looks very old and abandoned. Right. They just seem to perch the cars wherever they can get them. And it's like everyone for themselves, isn't it? We're just saying we wouldn't like to be postman here. We've had one sign for the town. You're going that way? This is what happens when James Bond's been here doing a film. He wrecks the roof with his motorbiking and running across roofs. I reckon that's what it is. It's a cat running away from Phil. Oh, please don't leave me. How am I going to find you? Where are you? Oh, I'm gonna say, don't leave me. And now we're back down to street level. You can see how grand it is. No, I don't think it needed a bend in it. I think it, yeah, it's stable enough without needing a bend. So I thought we were just coming in for a cup of tea, but we've ended up ordering cocktails and tea because the atmosphere is really good. It's got some nice music, it's got a good So
she's drunk now.
after one pina colada,
you get all sorts, man.
we're just filming this because all these holes have got crows nesting in them. How lovely.
Where did we go for a meal last night, Jeanette?
We went in here, didn't we?
Which one?
The one with the fake grass.
Did they?
Riviera Cafe Wine and Porter.
Did we?
I think so.
I thought we went to that one with black sign there.
Oh yeah, we did. Yeah, we went in there.
You're not sure where we went basically.
I am, we went there.
Right.
You're right again.
So do you want me to navigate?
Yeah, am I going straight on?
You went straight on.
Right. So you're just going to keep going?
Yeah.
Do I not have the right to way?
Yeah, you do have the right to wear.
Yeah.
But you're in Greece.
Is that boat docked?
No.
Doing a 3.2.
Boat's coming in.
Boat's coming in. Well, that's good.
I don't know what I'm supposed to be saying. Well, then, good morning, we're leaving. The
Leaving
boat's
where?
coming in. We're leaving this place.
Kavala. I know where we are today.
She knows where we've been for the night. Bit of a stormy night last night though, weren't it? Oh,
Very good.
truck coming past.
Oh, giddy.
You're going straight on.
Stay in the sled?
You might as well. The easiest chaos.
Easiest chaos. Wait,
Follow that truck for now.
follow that truck.
Yeah.
You don't have to keep filming if you don't want.
Alright.
So we're here at the entrance to the ancient theatre at Philippi, and it's of great importance.
Ancient city of Philippi.
It's the ancient city of Philippi, and it's seen a lot of history, and
Paul the Apostle
came.
was imprisoned here.
He was imprisoned here. He was the it was the first Christian church to be built
On European soil.
on European soil, and they've been renovating it a long time. I think there's 3 lots of people renovating it. See how they've preserved that art. An amphitheatre up here, which is supposed to be quite good. Looks pretty wow. Bit like the Colosseum, isn't it? They took the front row benches out to put in some fencing to protect the audience from the animals when they did the fights. But then when the Christians came, they decided it wasn't an ethical thing to be doing. Quite wow, isn't it, that? You're on 6A. The show starts in 10 minutes, you're on 6A. Why does he have to go to the top of everything? I wonder. Is it a man thing? So down from the amphitheatre, we come down this path and then
To the city.
to the city. Or village. Well, it's a town, isn't it? Yeah.
I've explained this, where it's being destroyed by a
Oh,
earthquake and then fire.
no, I didn't say that, did I?
Right.
I read it just recently. Yeah. So there was an earthquake and it caused a fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Good morning, Philip.
Morning.
Sleep alright? I did. It's quiet, weren't it? Glad we moved.
Yeah,
So we're off to look for birds today. We've already seen one, and it wasn't a buzzard. It was a lot bigger than a buzzard. It was all wing, and it had fingers at the end of its wings. You know what I mean? Quite a short tail and head, so it was all wing.
No head, no body.
It had a head and a body and a tail, but it was definitely more wing than any of that other stuff. It was wing dominated. Very powerful bird, I think. So we're on the Turkish border and we're looking for the Dadia Forest, eh? Well, we're not lost, but the blinking sat-nav's decided to have a meltdown. We've come from Alexandria. We're coming up here to we've got as far as nearly Sofia, but we've circled this area here for the bird watching. So see you later with whatever we might find. Right, we're going up into mountains because the rain has stopped and we're off on a raptor hunt. This road, we're not seeing any wildlife, but there's a lot of evidence of nature taking over the road. It's getting more overgrown, isn't it? This. So we've gone full circle and we're back in Dadia. I think we might go and have a coffee in there. We have had a lovely cup of tea in the cafe with this lady. Your name is? Your name?
My name?
Yeah. Philippi. And she looked after us very well. Made us English tea. Thank you very much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, thank you.
Bye.
Found out that we knew there'd been a fire up on the mountain where the birds were from the lady at the conservation centre, but the woman in the cafe showed us the video clip of the fire, and they were told to leave the village because it got so close, but most people stayed. The fire was stopped by the river. It broke the fire, so that it didn't get as far as the village, but anybody with health problems left because of the choking smoke.
There were 60 people fighting the fire at one point.
Were there? Oh God. And it's just devastated the place. They'd had the bird flu 2 years before that, and then in 2010 they had the fire, and then they had COVID, so this village has been hit very hard. And I feel really quite emotional about it. And we've just been charged, what were it, €2?
40.
€2.40 for 2 cups of tea. Felt like telling her to double it.
About £1 each.
Yeah. If you want to see wildlife, 3 of the 4 raptors, 3 of the 4 what was it? 3 of the 4 vultures. 3 of the 4 vultures in Europe are in these mountains, and there's a whole array of eagles and.
So I think there's over 30 types of raptors.
Yeah, I think that's what we said. Yeah, 30, and then there's some nice little birds like the hoopoe and the bee-eater and lots of other little things. I don't think that looks open.
It doesn't, does it?
It's got a good reputation as this restaurant run by a Greek couple who don't speak English, but the menu is in Greek. And that sums up everything about the park. The only thing that they've missed out is it's a black vulture, Egyptian vulture and a griffin vulture. Well, unlike other vloggers, we don't film what we're eating. We film empty plates and 3 containers. We take it back to the van because it was so good. And you can tell from the cheeks I've had 1 glass of wine. And I've just said gracias to the waitress, I don't know why. I'm on the water now. Well, I don't normally film. Well, I'm certainly not filming your face. But I've never seen a black pancake. Well, a very dark brown pancake. Describe it.
I think it's that biscuit one.
Oh, you've got the Oreo one.
I think it's like that.
Morning, Phil.
Morning.
Where are you?
Top of an hill.
Are you?
Well, top of a little hill.
Whereabouts is that then?
Daddy.
Oh, still at Dadia, are we? Or Dadia?
Yeah.
Top of the hill.
Turkey's over yonder.
Who? Turkey?
Turkey.
I can see our van down there.
That's not in Turkey.
No, we're still in Greece. This is the village of Dadia where we had our tea last night.
No thermals.
No thermals. We're just going to follow this path to see if we can find any birds. So we're following the red. This is like heather, isn't it? The flower's the same, but it's like a bush. I like the new oak leaves coming out. Not sure what that is hanging in a tree. It looks like a cocoon of some sort, but it's huge. Let us know if you know what it is. Spring is springing. The little buds are coming out. What have we found, Phil?
Well, it's shedding its skin.
Oh! Wow, they're pretty.
Mm.
Oh, they're all over the floor.
Over, yeah.
Must be natural, is it?
Must be. Different ones.
That'd be a nice thing to take back.
Mm.
Well, natural.
Better than them two.
Oh yeah. Black pine, a typical tree of National Park. Oh, so that's off the black off the black pine.
Yeah.
Alright. It's a nice thing to take back because it's not pinching something out of nature, it was falling off anyway.
Yeah.
Do you disagree? Put that one back and go and get one off the floor then. You don't sound convincing. Oh, I know what it is. That should fall to the floor and be part of nature's regeneration of nutrients into the ground.
If we all did this.
Yes, if everybody took one of those. But where do you draw the line, Phil?
You take pictures
and then
leave footprints.
Leave footprints. Well, put it down then. So these trees are full of...
Well, not full, there's a few.
Well, there's a few. Galls. That one.
Mm.
And it's where a solitary wasp lives.
Yeah. The wasp has laid its eggs.
Laid its eggs inside.
Yeah. It's not come out yet.
No. Still no raptors yet. So, found one of these galls. Can you see that little hole? Just there. That's where the little insects come out. Phil thinks it's a gall wasp, but he's not sure. So we've got back to the education centre, and up there there's a raptor. So I'm not going to film anymore because it's too far away to see. Need to get binoculars out. So we stayed here last night with that view, and not a single car came past on a road like this. As big as this.
Well, you'd expect a single track road.
Yeah.
Or something where there's no traffic.
Yeah. But this
is a double road.
This used to be the main road.
This used to be one of the main roads.
Up to...
No, this one wasn't. This was the side road off the main, what was the main road.
Right. We might get up this road and find why there hasn't been any traffic.
Yeah. Completely blocked, you need to go all the way back.
There might be, well, I don't want to tempt fate, but there might be a rock fall or...
You never think of the positive, you always think of the negative.
No, I'm not thinking negative, I'm a realist. You think it's strange that there hasn't been a car up here. I don't think it's strange that there hasn't been a car up here. Why should they go up here when it doesn't actually go? There's other routes to the other places.
But it used to go because they put barriers and all sorts of things up.
Well,
so it's
yeah.
obviously important at one point.
Yeah.
Same with, these signs and stuff.
Yeah. And this area used to have 60,000 visitors, so I should imagine a lot of people came up this road in 2010 and preceding 2010. Yeah. So you can't see any villages for as far as the eye can see, but there are some down there. As we went for a lovely meal in one in Dadia, or Dadia, or I don't know how you pronounce it. Right, let's see what today brings. So this could be one reason why people didn't use that road, because it's turned into this. Phil loves this sort of stuff.
Jeanette hates this sort of stuff.
Yeah, I'm not going to call it anxiety, I'm going to call it absolutely spitting feathers. It's a poor van. It's not designed to be an off-road.
You don't like motorways, so I try to avoid motorways.
Don't come there
on these things.
I'm about to swear, so I'm going to switch this off. Zone going across the forest roads, but if you want to see these places, then you've got to live and be brave. Cows.
Take the next left.
Civilization, that is, isn't it? You are?
Big cows.
They are, aren't they?
Continue for 26
Some
kilometres.
of them cows are bulls.
So that means somebody farms around here. I was a bit excited when I saw a cow pack, to be honest.
There was a cow pack outside the van
Was there?
last night.
Oh yeah. They must roam a long way, them cows then. Man with his goats. Big fat Billy. Experience, wasn't it?
Yes, it was, Jeanette. Better be on the right side of the road, isn't it?
I don't think it'll matter, to be honest. What?
No.
I don't think I've seen as many tractors. It's a very rural community.
Take the next right, then turn right.
That's the school, which is very colourful.
They've all come in the tractors.
There's 3 tractors outside. Do you think that'll be a bus stop, or will that be
Who knows?
a meeting place? There's a dress shop there.
Good.
Hospital. That's very white. There was a green dog. I see a cat jumping up for something.
No.
There's a cat here.
Yeah.
We're jumping up in the middle of the air to grab a fly or something.
Take the next right.
I don't think this is a tourist destination, Phil.
No.
We've just stopped for a cup
More
of tea.
tractors.
Oh yeah? Just stopped for a cup of tea. And the toilet was an experience, wasn't it, for you?
It was.
That's a bit like Rufus's, where they don't
Petrol station.
Oh, petrol station in the middle of the village.
Continue for 3 kilometers.
On a flat plane.
Did you enjoy your mountain trek?
Yeah.
Off-roading?
Yeah.
You used to have gone like
Yeah.
that. That that's just gone
It
back.
was. Just like mine.
Heck, the rollers have been here.
Going to Benner.
We've just realised that we haven't filmed when we were at a place called A&A Camping, which I would like to make a mention of, because they were the only place that were open in March, end of March, beginning of April.
For motorhome service.
For motorhome services. So they were just outside Marianne, who was just outside Thessalonica, and we stayed there when we arrived in Greece. Then we went down onto the Halkidiki, like we showed you, came back, did all our services again. Then we went east east to Turkey, towards Turkey in the Dadia Forest, and then now we're just on our way back to A&A Camping again. And we stayed there a few days. She lets us do her washing. She's a lovely person, and she has a superb dog. Well, 2 dogs, but one is called Zeus, and he's bravo Zeus. I loved him.
Right.
Yeah,
Finished?
I'm right here.
Complete?
Have I said everything? Well, that was exciting, wasn't it, Phil?
Yeah, but you won't be able to tell me. Show people.
I'm sorry I can't show you what we've just done, but we took the wrong road and we ended up coming through the old town of Xanthi. And we took a bit of the...
2.2 metres wide at maximum,
Yeah,
or minimum, and it was 3 metres high,
and we're 2.7.
and we're 2.7 and 2.2.
Yeah. We should not have been up that road. People were like looking at us like we were blooming crazy, which we are, and we had to navigate between steps coming out of people's houses onto this cobbled road that we were going up, and there were cars just parked in the most... They seem to have parked just with enough space for us to get through, didn't they?
Well, just enough room for another car to get through.
Well, yeah,
You're expecting...
Bailey wouldn't have got through there.
No.
And turning round wasn't really an option.
Wasn't an option.
So we were after looking for this road, which is on here. We're going up this canyon, this gorge. So we think we found it because we're on the right road. So we're just going to look for somewhere to pull in for lunch. So if it gets nicer, so we can see the actual shop then. So this is the river we're following. That's the old bridge. That's the second bridge that we've seen that's collapsed. If you look now, Phil, there's a full herd of goats coming as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're with somebody.
Possibly.
We've pulled in for lunch, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, Dog's coming running down the road to see if we've got anything for him. Oh, bless. Oh, there's more at the back. Look down Bit River, there's another 3.
Oh yeah. There's more than 3 down there.
We've got another 4 or 5.
Dozen of them.
Oh, don't go into the road, there's a car coming. It's like total mayhem, isn't it?
Everybody's staring at us. You think they've never seen the motorman before?
Probably. If this guy stops and has a chat with you, then you know they haven't. Got a big got a storm in it. It's waved at you. What a wonderful day. Cow's making the way across, and with his 2 big red flags. This is like, well, it's a woman, isn't it? Is it? What's he doing?
Telling him to move on.
Right. It's like, what are you doing, filming? His mouth were wide open. Oh, whoa. Well, that's a big flock of sheep down there, and a big flock of goats. The field's full of sheep.
Yeah, there's a lot of goats here.
There is, and they're all like, they're like, what they call them? What's them insects that just
Rabbits.
eat and just work their way across? No, they're an insect, I said. They devastated America.
Locusts?
Yeah, locusts. They just like locusts.
Have you just sneakily put it on? I heard it beep, didn't I?
Yeah, it's on, isn't it?
That
You're
were
not finishing it off.
Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoyed that adventure. Would you have been annoyed with your other half if they'd taken their home up that mountain? I bet there'd be more. I think we'd have some sympathisers for me, and we'd have some other people going, "Oh, don't worry about it, it's fine." Anyway, the other reason I was a little bit stressed was, which we didn't film in this video, is at this moment in time, we thought we were going to lose our old cat Mickey. We took him to the vets. He didn't like the razor that they used to shave some of his fur. Oh yeah, just in case you can't remember who Mickey is. Entrance left, Mickey. You didn't like having your legs shaved, did you? And it made him so stressed. It took a few people to hold him down, because they were doing a test to see, well, to tell us that his kidneys were not right, which we knew already. And then they gave us some stuff to give him. But he decided not to eat for the next 4 days. Then he decided to stop drinking as well. So I'll tell you all about how that went on. But as you can see, he's still here, so he's alright. It's a happy ending. Till next time.